Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the review on the book Pinjare Mein Parvaz, written by Rifat Hadia. It's a fiction, Flight to Freedom. Rifat Hadia's Pinjare Mein Parvaz is framed against the background of an era when the tortured soul of men flapped their wings wildly to break through the barriers of the captive inner self. For this is the age we live in. The writer unwinds the enigmas of human existence and the ultimate solution with a positivity and sensitivity that can only come from the pen of someone who has fought the battle of life with spiritual antidotes. Given her credential as a devotee of the Anayadi order of Sufism, Hadia's is a representative, persuasive voice about spiritual experiences. Yet her book reads like a fairy tale where the human condition is painted through the eyes, emotions, and actions, warts and all, of birds and animals. It is a bold experiment indeed, leaving the task of codifying its genre to the reader's imagination. Take it as a parable of humans trying to break free from earthly shackle or a simple fable. Either way, the book invites deep thinking. Hadia's fated nightingale, the protagonist of this absorbing novel, has known no life save one of oppressive captivity. The possibility of unhinging the chain she was born into is a surprise gift sprung upon her by Nurpari, who will ultimately lead her to freedom. But before that, our heroine must weather the travel of annihilating the ego in true Sufi tradition. It will not be an easy journey. There will be tests to endure, physical and emotional, pain to withstand, and a maze of mysteries to unravel. Scholastic lessons will be imbibed, exciting discoveries will be made, there will be an artist's search for truth, breakthroughs about the reality of life, and both fair and foul will have to be taken in stride. An allegorical treatise on the human desire for freedom and the Sufi path. In sync with the human condition, the nightingale initially has no idea of her options if there is any cure to her predicament. She is resigned to enduring the agony of captivity. It is only after her chance encounter with Nurpari, a prototype of Sufi master, that the clouds begin to part. Thereafter opens a new world, but though it beckons enticingly, it requires complete allegiance to a teacher who is gentle yet also a demanding master, brooking no truancy. Just as she is poised to take flight, the nightingale, like her human archetype, is dragged into a series of misfortune through mismatched matrimony. This allegorical marriage puts her back into a world beset by greed where might is right. The pain of uprooting brings its own unmitigated persecution, coupled with unjust oppression, in a milieu of ignorance and tyranny, where mystifyingly the persecuted and not the persecutor is the one at fault. Hadia's all encompassing solution to this suffering is the stuff of ripening transcendent dreams coming of age under the tutelage of a spiritual master. Slowly but surely, she unfolds the mysteries of transcendence into a superior, satiated state of existence akin to the Nafs Mutmainna, which is the zenith of existence. The nightingale's flight to freedom is written with a lesson that seem at times harsh and exacting, but are gently explained away by the reality that adversity must be borne by the seeker on the road to peace. Patience, perseverance, grit, and single minded devotion are the essential for spiritual fulfillment. The inside story is that the spiritual syllabus is deliberately designed to be tough by the master, so as to bring an awareness to the Creator's reality, the essential truth. Hadia's protagonist in this absorbing tale of suffering countered with perseverance may be a mere bird, but the relevance to the human condition is very much in tune with the Persian poet Fariduddin Attar's legendary magnum opus, The Conference of the Birds. Once awoken to reality, the nightingale, like her human counterpart, is curious and desirous of seeking the truth. She is keen to unravel the notes. She readily imbibes wisdom of the sages brought to her by the teacher encountered on her journey. The flight of the eagle teaches negation of egotistical self, arising above the mundane. The battle between serpent and eagle brings the realization that the dispenser of life and the death is none but God. The erudite's commentary of Pigeon about the mystical impact of zikr brings the understanding that the Creator's being is infinite. At Lal Shahbaz Qalandar's mausoleum, the music accompanying the Dhamal is a metaphor for the universality of faith, erasing the barriers framed by religion and ethnicity. The teacher's explanation of the Urdu alphabet Alif to her students sitting under the banyan tree becomes occasion to discuss Bulleh Shah's spiritual sagacity and the ethics of meditation.